EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, boys, let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the backer, check the backer. 80 weapon.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 6-6, pull it high.
On 1st down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they give this time to the tailback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, 734. Right, 55. Express.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Joe Mixon. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone, and that, my friends, is a safety. 2 points. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
29. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You're not going anywhere, man. What are you doing? You can't get past me.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
16. Raiders 7.
Let's go. 50, plant. 65, 65. 65. Hey, high 7, 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On the set.
Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Snap.
Back to Mixon on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They come out here in the eye. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
218, chopper.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hit it. Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Give me that ball, defense. Slam, slam, slam.
On second down, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing hard.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57's a mark. 57's a mark. Come on. You better pray. Orbit.
2nd and 6. He's got Green. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
On second down now, Mixon, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Carr now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
First down,
Check. Switch it. Jam. 25.
Carr now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. They'll run with Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
got you, boy. I got you, boy. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. The 20. Giovanni Bernard. Nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. 41 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing his Carr on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards.
Hey, Delta.
He's coming, double up.
On first down, Carr going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 71 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Right here, right here.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a 1st down. Carr now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Carr. He's going to air one out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. This is Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Uzomah. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Mixon. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.